Hi friends, welcome to Ramachandra Chess Academy. This is Chandramouli, Arena International Master. I have started a new series on how to improve your chess rating. As part of it, last week I have published one video on how to play as whites, in which we have learned about one single opening which we can play against anyone. Hope you like this video. In this session, we are going to discuss or learn on how to play as blacks. So similar to last week, today also I am going to teach you just one opening which you can play against any move from whites. Hope this helps you in learning chess the easy way. This opening is so simple that after this 10-minute video you can start playing this opening against anyone. Let's start. The name of this opening is Modern Defense, which is very easy to follow and yet it is very solid opening for beginners. So for example, if white plays d4, our reply is g6, which is very rarely played, and it is really unlikely that your opponent comes prepared for it. So in the second move, we move our bishop to g7, and our third move is knight f6. And here when white plays e4, we need to pay attention to this move, because the idea behind this e4 is he can push the pawn to e5 and attack our knight on f6. So thereby we are losing a tempo, and the important square f6 square we are losing. So in order to prevent that, we play d6, so that whenever he pushes that pawn we can capture it. So whenever opponent plays e4, we have to remember that we need to play d6. So now we castle. So we are done with our opening development. I mean, our king is safe, our minor pieces are developed, and we have moved only two pawns. We have one pawn on g6 and another pawn on d6. We have our bishop on g7 and knight on f6. They are near to our king, and our king is castled and is safe. So our opening is done within 5-6 moves. Now we develop other knight to d7, and white may likely continue the game like this. And here we play c6. The idea behind c6 is we give way to our queen, not immediately but in the middle game we may develop our queen to a5, and from there we can simply jump onto the king side with one move. So this is the typical pawn structure, where we can see we have three pawns, g6, d6 and c6, and we have the other minor pieces, that is knight on d7, knight on f6, bishop on g7. It is very easy to remember, and the best thing about this opening is we don't have to remember any move order. We can play the moves in any order, not necessarily with g6. We can open the game with d6 or knight f6 or sometimes even c6. So our aim is to get this pawn structure and piece placement. It doesn't really matter which move we play first. Okay, now we moved our queen to c7, and here we play e5. The purpose of this move is to gain space. So when we have our pawns a bit advanced, we have more space to play. That doesn't mean that we push our pawn randomly. So there is a strategy behind it. We push our center pawn, that is e pawn to e5. This gives space for our bishop. Here we can see white is attacking the d6 pawn with two pieces, so we have to protect it. First we exchange the knights, and then we move our rook to d8. So we have arrived a solid pawn structure, and all our pieces are well placed, and we have got equal position as white without reading any opening theory. Isn't it cool? So we can play our bishop to e6. We have bishop pair. Our rooks are connected. Our pawn structure is solid. We are still maintaining the pawn chain. There are no isolated or double pawns. So this is typically the continuation from here. So if black pins our knight, we can unpin it from moving our rook to d7. That's it guys, this opening is so simple. So here one more idea, we can move our knight to e8, and from there even the knight can help us protecting the d6 pawn, so we don't have any real weaknesses. So this is just a example of how the game may continue after the first 5 to 10 moves. So once again let's see, when he plays d4 we have g6, bishop g7, knight f6, and when he plays e4 we play d6, and then we castle. That's it, we're done with our king safety, opening development, and we are also controlling the center. So this is the typical pawn structure and the piece placement. So we have learned if you learn the starting 10 moves and you are learned this modern defense. So this is the typical piece placement. We have the knight on f6 and knight on d7. This is the important to notice here. And let's see what if white plays something else in the first move instead of d4. If he plays e4, we can still continue with our same move order. We can play g6, we can play bishop g7, we can again see here we can't just play knight f6. Here white is threatening us to checkmate on f7. He's attacking the f7 square with two pieces, it's queen and bishop. So if we simply play knight f6, he will push the pawn to e5. We cannot move the knight from there because of the checkmate threat. We will either lose the knight or we will be checkmated. So here we need to block this bishop diagonal. He is attacking the f7 with his bishop, so we push the pawn to e6. So we are blocking the bishop diagonal, thereby we are saving our f7 square and our king. In the previous game we have seen we have played c6. Here instead of c6 we are playing e6. This is another continuation from white. Instead of queen f3, if you place knight f6, we can't directly play knight f6 because he may push the pawn and attack our knight. So because he already has the pawn on e4, we first play d6. Okay, here he is attacking the f7 square with two minor pieces, the knight on g5 and bishop on c4. So again we can simply block the bishop diagonal with e6. Also we are attacking the knight on g5 with our queen. So this is the best way to block this defense. When your opponent, it is very common at the beginner level, they will attack the f7 square either with bishop plus knight or bishop and queen. So this is the easiest way to block it, by pushing the e6 pawn. And again we can continue with our move order. Now we can play knight f6 and we can castle, and we can develop the other knight and bishop. We need to notice one thing here. The pawn structure in the previous example was g6, d6 and c6. Here instead of c6 we have one pawn on e6. So this opening is a flexible one. So where depending on the opponent moves, you can actually decide your pawn structure. Whether to move the e pawn or c pawn depends on what your opponent plays. Okay, let's see what if white plays something else in the first move. What other options he has? Say for example c4. Still we can go ahead with our g6. If you place knight c3, we can play g7. If you place knight f3, again we can play knight f6. There is no change. If you place e4, we know that we play d6 to prevent the e5 move, and again we castle. So within 5 moves we are done with our castling and minor piece development. There is one exception to this rule. Okay, let's finish this first. If you place knight f3 or knight c3 or any other closed openings, we can go ahead and play this g6 and bishop g7, knight f6 and castling, this move order. But there is only one exception in which we cannot simply play g6 and bishop g7. We already know whenever he plays e4, we need to block it with our d6 pawn, because the e5 pawn, e5 square is important to us, so we can't just leave the e5 square to him. The only thing to remember here is e4. For e4 we play d6 and block him. Okay, as I was talking about the exception, if white plays b3, we cannot play g6, because in the next move he will play bishop b2. If we continue with our move order, that is bishop g7, he will simply capture the bishop and will also lose the rook. So we are losing the game in just couple of moves. So this is the only exception to this move order. Whenever white plays b3 and bishop b2, we should not play g6 and bishop g7. Alternatively, we can first play knight f6. This blocks the bishop diagonal. In the second move, again we can continue with our moves, that is g6, bishop g7, castling, d6, knight d7, everything. So this is the only exception. Just be careful about it. I'll show you once again. Whenever white plays b3, we shouldn't be in a hurry to play g6, because he is opening the bishop diagonal. So since white plays first, we shouldn't open the bishop diagonal for him. We'll first close the knight f6, and then we can continue with our move order, that is g6 and bishop g7. Once again, our main moves for the frequently played move order is d4, g6, bishop g7, knight f6, castling, and then we can play d6. We are making space for our other knight on d7, and later on we can develop our bishop to either d7 or e6 or sometimes g4, depending on the position and depending on what white plays. So this is the glance, or you can say the complete fundamentals about the modern defense, which you can play against any move from white. So I really suggest this opening for all the beginners, because this helps you in reducing the time that you spend on opening preparation, which you can utilize for the other important aspects of the game, that is middle game and end game. Hope this helps you in learning chess the faster and easier way, and help you in improving your rating. Thanks a lot. Do subscribe and like our videos, and do provide your feedback in the comments below, and continue watching our channel. Thank you.